of the greatest Nigerian people. Ever conscious Nigerian people. Greatest Gosa. Greatest Baga. Greatest Baga Begi. Greatest Eya. That have gathered to demand an end to bad governance. I want to let you know that when the story of Nigeria will be told, history will remember you for taking a stand. You know, I always say one thing, and I'm happy that our fellow Nigerians, the officers of the law, are here and they are listening. I can see police officers, I can see our fellow citizens from civil defense, from the neighborhood safety watch. I think the army is also there, and other law enforcement agencies. Please, I want everybody to listen to me. 100 years from now, I will not be surprised if none of us that is standing here will be alive. Yes. There's the point I want to make. In this life, you have to stand for something. Yes. You have to stand for something. By December, I'm going to be 36 years. Right? And some of us here, we have spent decades in Nigeria. As a Nigerian, I am not happy the way Nigeria is. But it is my duty, the same way it is your duty, to ensure that your children, you don't leave Nigeria for your children the way your father left it for you. Yes. So we have come as lawyers, as your lawyers, under the umbrella of Lawyers for Rule of Law and Human Rights. You can see the fine gentlemen in suits. Please clap for them. We have come to let you know that your fundamental rights to freedom of expression and peaceful assembly will be protected. Just before we spoke to you, we were opportune to meet with Mr. Commissioner of Police. And we spoke with the CP. We have been engaging with the CP since yesterday and even before yesterday. And we have given the CP our assurances that this protest is peaceful, and you have seen, I'm happy. Because even yesterday, the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Sanwo-Olu, in a statement on his behalf by the spokesperson, said that protests in Lagos have been very peaceful. The Commissioner of Police has also said that the protests in Lagos have been very peaceful. However, we were worried that despite the peaceful nature of the protest, some of our brothers are being arrested, some of our sisters are being arrested. Why? Yes. And that yesterday, we were able to secure people that were in detention and they were released. And this afternoon, as I speak to you, 12 protesters were being detained at Panti. Some of our colleagues, lawyers, are there. Hello? Hi. Please don't be distracted. Some of our colleagues are there. And the Commissioner of Police, in our presence, has given an order for their immediate release. The Commissioner has also assured us that no protester will be arrested. But we want to assure you that in the event of any arrest or anybody being taken to court, we have not less than 50 lawyers that are ready to defend you free of charge. When we spoke with the Commissioner of Police, we also made your fears known to the CP, that you have reason to believe that some people may try to infiltrate.
My name is Princess Adeyonju Olubumi Olarewaju. I'm here to celebrate Kabiyesi for 10 years on the throne. I pray for Kabiyesi to have a long life. I pray for him to have a long life and prosperity. by this time of next year, when you want to celebrate, the celebration will be more than this. I'm a native of this town.
Wow.
And I'm also a royal family. I came from a royal family.
Wow, nice to meet you. So any other name do you know Kabiyesi for? Apart from Olajide, Ma, Esco.
I know him as a David.
Okay.
But people used to call him Jide.
So do not be deceived into thinking that policemen are not victims of the bad governance. They are also affected. But we know the nature of their duty. So don't antagonize them. Don't fight them. Don't abuse them. Don't cause any problem with the police. They are not here to attack you. The CP has said so. Finally, remain focused. A people united can never be. You must be united. You must stay on the message. All that the Nigerian people are asking for is an end to bad governance. We cannot live in a country where the resources of everybody will be used to feed the greed of a few. We cannot live in a country where Nigerians cannot eat, but our lawmakers are collecting millions and millions every month. We cannot live in a country where market women cannot survive, and the president wants to use 150 billion to buy a new aircraft. We cannot live in a country where the vice president Shetima will be using 22 billion to build a new residence. Was Professor Sibanjo living in Sambisa Forest? Was Sibanjo living under the bridge? So why do you need to use 22 billion to buy a new residence? That is what we mean by an end to bad governance. So the price of fuel has to come down. The cost of electricity must come down. We are demanding electoral reform. And they keep saying so if our demands are not achievable. It is not true. Are you not aware that barely 48 hours, please listen, hello? Barely 48 hours ago, the Senate and the House of Reps summoned an emergency session to pass a new budget for the president. Less than 24 hours. So they don't need more than 1 day to send a new bill to the National Assembly to amend the Electoral Act, so that electronic transmission of results will be compulsory. Is that not what we are asking for? Is that not what we are asking for? It is not too much. So there has to be an end to bad governance. Tinubu can leave Nigeria today, like I said yesterday. All the lawmakers can travel. The ministers, the commissioners, but most of us here cannot leave Nigeria. So we are trapped in Nigeria. And that is why we have a duty to make Nigeria a better place. Abinobiso, Ojota continua.